Ladies and gentlemen, conference championship action. First year in the Pac-12, and we are having a rematch of the final game of the regular season. Riverside versus Cal. This time, we have home field advantage, and we're going to defend the castle, baby. Let's go Royals. Number 3 team in the nation, essentially playing for a shot in the college football playoff semifinal. As you can see from the CFP poll, we are number 4. With a loss, we're out. With a win, probably can stay in. But, I mean, Auburn is not going to be in the conference championship. Bama was better in conference, and Alabama will take on Florida. So, Bama can't get in. Auburn really can't get in. I mean, Alabama with a win would probably be in. I think Florida probably falls out of the top 4, but I don't know that for certain. Minnesota with a win is in. With a loss is probably out. Tulane is going to beat Marshall, so they're in. No Big 12 championship game in this version of the game. There is one now, but there wasn't at the time. We just have to win. That's kind of it. If we win, we're in. If we lose, we're out. And we got to do it without our starting quarterback. It's been the story of the final couple of weeks here. Adam Daniel out 6 weeks, missing the rest of the season. Who do we turn to but Ryan Davis? And, instead of Larry McGuire, Marion Bates at quarterback. Now, Justin Bennett actually is an option as well. Justin Bennett is who everybody wanted to be the quarterback. He's got a bit of a better arm than Marion Bates, but we just need him at receiver. Huh. That's an option as well, but Marion Bates is our third string quarterback. Like, Larry McGuire is just too bad. So that's kind of what I'm thinking on that. But here we go. Conference championship. Cal rematch against Riverside. I do have to show you, though, slider update from the last game. Pass coverage is down to a 65 now. It's supposed to be 100 with the slider set, but the other team just can never move the ball. And I think I turned rush defense down to a 24. It feels pretty low. And then for the CPU, things are pretty high. Things are pretty high. Rush defense up a lot. Their offense up a lot. And I know what you're thinking. Hey, Bengal, conference championship, probably not a great time to start toying with the sliders. And you know what? That is a heck of a point. But we'll see what happens. All right, Royals. Big time game. Rematch of week 14. Cal looking for revenge. It was a touchdown game at Cal. But this is a big game. We have already won the Pac-12 South. That's not even a concern. Cal, of course, won the Pac-12 North. That's why they're in this game. But they're a pretty good team. I mean, we saw it last week, or last game, I should say. You know, they're a talented roster. But I want to be Pac-12 champions our first year in the Pac-12. No Adam Daniel. I'm hoping no problem. We need to lean on Reggie Gonzalez. We need to lean on Phil Triplett. I mean, I can't say Marion Bates or Ryan Davis. But yeah, I'm going. I think Marion Bates is going to get the start, actually. I think Marion Bates will be our starting quarterback. He showed me too much last week. It's going to be Bates. We will start with the football. And listen, Ryan Davis will play today. I'm sure he will. If anything, you know, we learned that Marion Bates is not going to be an every down player last week, which is kind of atypical of a quarterback, but it's just going to be what happens. We can't rely on him to play every snap. We're still going to run the ball a lot. And I think a lot of that running will be with Marion Bates. He's very, very fast and can be a difference maker on the ground. So we will run the ball. We'll lower the shoulder. We'll break out the stiff arm. And we'll run the damn ball. Oh, but I forgot no audibles, right? No hot route, so I can't change to a run. And I was nearly going to the house. I was nearly a pick six. Read option, Gonzalez will get it. It's not a bad run from Reggie to set up 3rd and 2. Can we go hurry up with this quarterback or no? We can. All right, so Marion Bates does have hurry up capability. Gonna go read option. Quarterback keeper, Bates. Can't slide. That's important to know. Phil Triplett into the game. He'll take it. And we don't need much more than the 2 yards, right? It doesn't have to be a breakaway touchdown. We'll move the chains, be content with moving the chains, and figure out what to do here on 1st down. We're going to work play action, see if they bite. We've been running the ball a lot, and they do. We're going to throw it quickly to Phil Triplett. He'll break a tackle. Could have been a lot better, but we pretty much had to predetermine who was getting the football on that. They were getting pressure in pretty quickly, so that ball had to come out. So, you know, did we miss an opportunity? It's possible, but can't be too mad about it. As Bates will throw a beautiful ball to Corey Warren. 21-yard catch. Great throw from Bates. I mean, this was a 5-star athlete with history playing quarterback. He's someone that can throw the ball pretty well. So I'm glad to see him getting it done here. 1st and 10. We're going to maybe take off with Marion Bates. He gets 2. Bates now back into the game. This team's not going to know what to do. They don't know who to game plan for. We're going to run. I see Bennett. I don't know that we have that throw on the run there. Had to get out of the pocket. Pressure was coming in. Didn't work to Bennett till it was too late. When Mayfield comes in unblocked off the edge, it's going to be a problem. And Bates is fast, but he's not that fast. I don't know how many guys are. Settle for the field goal try, and we'll go up 3-0. Obviously would have preferred, oh my goodness, would have preferred a touchdown, but Alabama has upset #1 Florida. Georgia Southern and Northern Illinois are both ranked. Tulane beats Marshall barely, so Tulane's going to hold their ranking. What's going to happen to #1 Florida? I think they're out. I think Alabama's going to be in, but I think Florida's out. I kind of think that Florida needed a Tulane loss, and it wasn't an impressive win. They really shouldn't be as ranked as high as they are, and I could change it if I wanted to for the playoff in the DB editor, little mod tool. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. Up the middle, Hall all over it. Street could not get anything the last time these two teams played. Greg Hall was all over the run game. Craig Jackson made a couple plays as well, but it was really the Hall monitor. This is one of his final games ever, and I hope he shows out. As Buckley will take it outside, he'll be stiff-arming Eric Coles. There's an explosion at the back end as Clemens and a Cal Golden Bear went flying. But Larry Buckley gets 18 on his first carry of the game. Probably running left here. It's going to be play action, I think. And that is wide open. Hunter will break a tackle as well. And another one. Hall eventually forces him out of bounds, but Jeremiah Hunter broke off a huge play last time we played. It was actually a run. He's a receiver, but he came into the backfield, took a handoff up the middle, broke a couple tackles, and was gone. Big time speed. Gonna have to watch out for him today. And it's probably gonna be a problem with the lower sliders. So our DBs are gonna cover like absolute morons. As Street's gonna have a big stiff arm. Fall forward for 4. Play action. He's actually gonna run. Hall in pursuit. He did the little micro cut. Big hit Jackson, but no fumble. It's the little like, I don't know how to even illustrate it, but it's just the slightest ever move that completely sends you flying in the wrong direction. It's really annoying. 1st and 10 Cal as a result. All right, where are they going? A little draw. Make a play. All right, that'll work. Sending a bit of heat. Can I cover Fuller in space? Matchups are going to change. We're going to get on Bruce Clemens here. Bring him up. Get outside. Big tackle. Phil Walker make a play. Chris Street averaging just over a yard per carry here. However, as we know, Cal perfect on third down conversions. Only been one. And it is 3rd and 8. Cover that over the middle, and that is wide open. Tim Washington wasn't even close. Already seeing this pass coverage slider play a big role. Tim Washington, 90 for man end zone. Even higher than that. I think 96 man, maybe. Wasn't even in the neighborhood. Cal up 7-3. Here you go, Reggie Gonzalez out of the backfield on a screen. We got decent blocks. Gonzalez makes a man miss. He's still going. Yards after catch monster Reggie Gonzalez, showing us what he's all about, taking the screen. Good blockers out in front. Not really trying to do too much with Marion Bates. Obviously a little bit inexperienced playing quarterback at the collegiate level. So we're not going to try and do too much. But we've seen what type of arm he has. Some big time throws last week. And we're going to see if he has another one. Michael Ham deep down the field has it. Bomb from Marion Bates. Continuing to impress as a quarterback. Just throwing deep for his favorite target, Michael Ham. And that's how you retake the lead in style. But I didn't expect Marion Bates to play nearly as well. He's got 78 throw accuracy. It's not terrible, but it's not amazing. But consistently deep down the field, he's putting it in the perfect spot. And, I mean, there's obviously no quarterback battle next year. Like, Marion Bates isn't going to move back to quarterback and contend for a starting spot. Like, this isn't Drew Bledsoe and the Patriots. Daniel's going to be our guy. But, man, Marion Bates can make some plays. Play action. We fell for it. He's actually going to run. Hall in pursuit. Going to bring him down, but Jaden Casey powered forward for 6 yards. Not many guys can go one-on-one with the Hall monitor like that and drive them back up the field. But Casey's pretty strong, clearly. And it's going to be 2nd and 4. Could we be looking at a run here? It's possible. It's going to be Hall in pursuit. Big time tackle. Street gets a yard, maybe 2. 3rd and 2. Big play here. It's a run. Jackson's all over it. Street can barely get a yard. It'll be 4th and 1 for Cal, and backed up fairly deep into their own territory. They will opt to punt, and this will probably be the final play of the first quarter if they even decide to snap it, and they do. Triplet back to return as usual. Please do not muff this. And he doesn't. Gonna juke outside. Back inside now, and that's a fine return. And the end of a pretty good first quarter. We're up by 3 points, but Cal has looked pretty good on offense. So we'll look to improve on defense. I don't know how we're gonna do that, but we'll look to, whatever that means. That's just throwing the corner out too early. Very lucky to not throw an interception there. Trusted Justin Bennett to get open, and he probably was going to be. But the football came out a little bit too early. That's a bit of that chemistry, or lack thereof, with the new quarterback and the receiver. As we're going to get out of the pocket. Bates has electric speed, and he might have a blocker in Justin Bennett. He has the easy first down. And I imagine Ryan Davis will be into the football game now. Oh, he's actually not. It continues to be Marion Bates. We're going deep. One-on-one. Humphreys couldn't get it to him. Slightly underthrown by Bates. Missed opportunity. 2nd and 10. Slant complete to John Humphreys. Nice gain. Haven't really run the ball a whole lot this drive. Kind of wanting to see what Marion Bates can do. We've seen him make some really nice throws. And I think we're going to scheme Reggie Gonzalez open. Texas route out the backfield. I think we're going to have a lot of success there. Little check down. Good throw. And that's an easy first down. Reggie doesn't drop those. Going to work a screen here. That's open. Justin Bennett will take it. 9 yards. See, these aren't runs, but they basically are. It's working the short game. It's quick passes, screens. And we're going to give Reggie a nice little end around here. Need some good blocks. We got him enough. Gonzalez jukes back inside. Big stiff arm and has 18. Getting creative with how we get him the football. Only his third carry of the game. Probably due for a couple here on the goal line. But Phil Triplets into the game. Can we get a touchdown with him? Phil Triplet powers through and finishes off the drive with 7. Gonna be 17-7 Riverside. Very good drive. Phil Triplet just using that power. Bowling over a would-be tackler. He would not be denied. 17-7 Royals. Casey gonna take off, and nice play by John Holt. Now that's not gonna look like anything on the stat sheet there. It's not gonna be a TFL, it's not a sack. But that's a really nice play by the D tackle. Junior college transfer John Holt to disengage from the block, dive after the quarterback, and make a really nice play. This is not ideal. This is not ideal. Jackson in pursuit can't make the tackle. Hall came back to make the tackle. Put him out of position to start. They just took it right up the middle. We over pursued, and then it was just guys being blocked down the field or unable to make a tackle. I mean, we had a guy get blocked twice on the same play by the same player. Check this out in the secondary. Alan Hart just getting bodied. This is bullying. He gets back up immediately. Boom, shoved back to the ground. Alan Hart's got a lot of heart, but he was nearly broken on that play. That was embarrassing. Run up the middle. Hall get pancaked. Hall getting pancaked as Jackson makes that. Can you believe Greg Hall's on the ground? Greg Hall, the Hall monitor, buried into the dirt. That's crazy. Is he gonna make up for it? Yeah, I thought so. Get back to class, Larry Buckley, you little hooligan. Greg Hall, all over it. Oh, it's gonna be a quarterback keeper. It's gonna be a pitch. Clemens got to save the TD, and he made that play. I mean, these one-on-one tackles where you're the safety, needing to make the tackle, these guys come up big like every time, and that's amazing because this was not always the case in this Dynasty series, as you guys know. Missed tackle after missed tackle plagued us. But we got some good players now, and that's a really good route. Accidentally dove, but Cal will be short. I would go for this probably. I don't know. This could be field goal range too. Make it a touchdown game. But 4th and 3, I think you got to be able to trust your team to get this. But I don't mind the field goal to make it a one-score game, so I can't hate on that too much. It's just the big thing is I wish there was some type of aggressiveness slider, as Triplet will have a really nice return here, where like the CPU has to know their opponent. If you're playing, you know, a team that's not going to put up too many points, that's fine to take the field goal. If you're going to play an offense as prolific as the one we have here at Riverside, and you're going to allow points like every time you're on defense, you got to go for it more often, because you're just going to get blown out of the water. 3rd and 2, how bold is the screen call? I think they're going to dial up pressure here, and they are. And Michael Ham has to dive to make the catch. I mean, you don't get many more chances than this to score a TD. Look at the numbers game. Blocked, blocked, 2 offensive linemen against 2 DBs. So it's really just a one-on-one at that point with this player coming to make the play. Very, very real shot at a touchdown on this one. Devastating that Bates could not deliver a more accurate ball. Now, it's 4th and 2 from midfield. I would like to go for this. I really would. The reason I'm punting is because of the clock. They're going to get the ball probably deep into their own territory with 2 minutes to go down the field. If we miss it, we pretty much guarantee that they score points. I'd rather play it safe than sorry. And they get a pretty good return on this anyway. And that's maybe why you shouldn't punt sometimes. 30-yard return. Wow. All right, well, probably should have gone for that in hindsight. Yeah. Hindsight's 20/20 though. I just thought the punt was going to be better. I did. And Brown got ran over. Hall can't make the tackle. Anderson's got to. He can. Can anybody tackle Chris Street? Chris Street running the ball? Nothing. Chris Street catching the ball out of the backfield. Wow, this guy's amazing. What even happened on that play? Greg Hall, big hit. We bursted through with Craig Jackson, but he just couldn't make the tackle for some reason. Greg Hall, on the other hand, does not miss very often. And makes a tackle there. 2nd and 13. Ooh, new backs in the game. Get out with Hall. Casey gonna throw and complete to Fuller. Cole saves the touchdown after Brown couldn't secure the tackle. And yeah, we probably should have gone for it, knowing what we know now. 100%. We didn't know that at the time. 1st and goal, Cal. And that, ooh, thought it was gonna be a touchdown, but falls incomplete. First incompletion of the game, by the way. This Cal quarterback. 2nd and goal, run outside. Brown couldn't make the tackle. It was going to be nearly a guaranteed touchdown. And it's going to be a tie game here in Riverside. Still plenty of time to score. 4th and 2. Didn't go for it from midfield. Penn State trying to upset Minnesota. That would be huge. I think if Minnesota loses, there's a chance that Alabama and Florida get in. That'd be interesting. Auburn's number 5, as we know. Would that mean anything for Auburn? I think there's a weird scenario if Minnesota loses where it's like the top would be Tulane, Riverside with a win here, and then Auburn, Alabama, which would be bizarre, as we'll just check down. Didn't want to get too crazy with Marion Bates, but at the same time, we do have to be aggressive at the end of the half here. I want to just run the ball with Reggie Gonzalez, but we got to move the ball quickly, and we're taking a shot downfield. Bates finds Ham! The money duo strikes again! Michael Ham, really long touchdown, and Marion Bates is putting up numbers. All you have to do, throw deep to Michael Ham, and he goes ham, scores a big-time touchdown. We strike nearly instantly. 24-17, and now you wonder, does Cal have time to score before the end of the half? Chaos happening in Riverside here in this Pac-12 championship. That's wide open over the middle. We were in man coverage. I took the safety down. Oh, perfect time for a post. We didn't stay close. Oh, that's good play design. I got over aggressive with bringing down the safety because we were on the running back, but he didn't come out for a route. Well, Texas route there, throwing this corner. A little out to Burks is good. And they didn't get out of bounds. This clock's going to still tick. They're going to save that timeout. 2nd and 1. And that's going to be completed as well. Casey with only 1 incompletion. 21 seconds remain in this first half. Been a good, entertaining first half. Check down. Burks is hit hard. Cal opting not to call a timeout here. Feels like a really big mistake. Casey trying to scramble. He's going to go down. Cal calls their final timeout, and they might have a shot at the end zone here. Adrian Chandler picks up a big sack, and Marion Bates is actually in on defense. 3rd and 11. Brevin Hall get after the quarterback. Back him up. They're throwing deep, and that's going to be tipped up into the air and knocked down. Tim Washington right there. Marion Bates right there. You imagine if he got an interception, what a game this would be for him. But Pac-12 championship has Riverside on top. Cal will get the football to start the second half. So still very much in it, obviously. And yeah, there's been a lot going on in this game. Marion Bates has made some incredible throws. We really haven't had to lean on Reggie Gonzalez too much, which is, it wasn't the strategy going in. But now you wonder, like, do we even need to run the ball that much? Tackling has been a problem. Knew that could be an issue, but you know, coverage has also been an issue. Cal looking much better than they did last week or last game. And this is already a higher scoring game than the previous game. I think it finished with this exact scoreline, actually. So we're on pace for a lot of points here at home. We need to continue to defend the castle, defend the crown, and win the Pac-12 in just our first season in the conference. We're going to blitz. If they run right here, we might be in trouble, but I think it's play action. And it's going to be a throw, and a good one, to Derek Fuller. Cal going to start out the second half playing pretty well, it seems. I know that's like jumping to conclusions after only a play, but it was a good one. It's going to be a run. Make this tackle. Yeah, Anderson couldn't really do it, but Kyle Smith is like, I got you. And he finished the job. Kyle Smith is going to be our best linebacker next year. Kind of wild to think about, because we've had Craig Jackson and Greg Hall just killing it for so long. Oh, what sick change of direction there. But yeah, they're both graduating. Kyle Smith is going to have to step up and be that guy. I mean, even Sullivan here, who should never see the field because he's horrible, he's graduating next season as well. He rarely plays. Oh, got decent speed though, and Sullivan gonna make the tackle. Okay. I mean, there you go. Dreams come true, right? Play action, it's lobbed up and incomplete. Receiver was wide open. Big missed opportunity for Casey. That's got it, dude. It's like it brought me out of the play. Sitting, waiting for the slant, and couldn't make a play on it for some reason. I mean, this is a run. Just pinch the line, bring guys up. We know it's a run. Doesn't matter, 9 yards. It's a run, and they have just daylight. Once again, took the safety up to try and make a play, and they ran the ball right where we could have been. Try to stay aggressive with the blitz, but it backfires. Cal gonna tie things up at 24 apiece. Try a counter this time, but it was read fairly well. Gonzalez still finds space and stretches for the first down. Reggie runs so tough. Only his 6th carry of the game. He's obviously had some catches as well, and Philip Triplett has had a handful of touches too. But we're gonna try and get him going here in this second half. We know how good he is. Just gotta keep giving him chances. 3rd and 7. Who wants to make a play? Hayford, nearly intercepted. I thought he was going to get way more open down the sideline. Kind of threw it to him without seeing his exact positioning. Could have timed it incorrectly. And that will result in a punt. 4th and 7 is more respectable than a 4th and 2 punt. But this is also returnable. Bates is on the ground. He's playing gunner after playing quarterback. That guy just can't catch a rest or a breather. Run left, little misdirection. And he is just so strong. Forcing Hall back. Yeah, Hall will get his 11th tackle, which is already insane. But he gets a first down. So what matters more? Tackles don't mean anything if they're not near the line of scrimmage. Washington. How can we not make a play on that? How can we not make a play on that? Hall up the middle, and that's going to be a sack. The Hall monitor says get back to class. Right up the gut. Took out the quarterback. Greg Hall is a man on a mission. Our season does not end today. And yeah, bowl games, whatever. But this is a big game. Playing for a shot at the college football playoff semifinal. And that's going to be a big catch by Daniel Neal. The sack won't even matter. Fullback dive. Washington ran over. But that touchdown is saved by James Lee. 2nd and goal, Cal. It is so tough to stop scores from this area of the field. Cal has more than 100 total yards of offense than we do. Fullback dive! Hall can't bring him down. But Phil Walker does. Hall at the very least slowed him up. They went back-to-back fullback dives. 3rd and goal. Ball on the half-yard line. They're going from the gun. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Brown, big tackle. Casey loses 3. Oh my goodness. Riverside with an unbelievable goal line stand. And Cal will settle for just 3. That feels like that could be the difference in the game right there. Cal goes up by a field goal. Sure, they had the lead for now. Riverside offense is waking up. Reggie Gonzalez, take us to the promised land. Take us home, Reggie. Take us home. 2nd and 8. Just get Reggie in space. Up the middle. Broke a tackle. That's not a bad run. Sets up 3rd and 2. We can work with that. 3rd and 2. Gonzalez up the middle is stopped short. How do we not power over him there, Reggie? You got idiot in the gap. 4th and 1. We're backed up kind of far. Doesn't tell you the line, but we are on about the 30. Maybe the 29. 4th and 1. I mean, we got to think we can get this, right? It's going to be going into the 4th quarter. I'm going to take this clock into the 4th quarter to think about it. 4th and 1. We're going to have full stamina. If you can't get these, you don't deserve to play. We're going for it. See you in the 4th quarter. If they stop it, they stop it. But we have Reggie Gonzalez. I'm going to bet on him every time. Humphrey's in motion. Gonzalez will get it. And he will pick up the 1st down. It's a really big decision, but I think you got to trust Reggie Gonzalez in that spot. 2nd and 12, not a great down to run the ball, but I really do like the numbers. So we're going to trust it. Good block. Gonzalez make a miss. Let's go, Reggie. That's how you get 10 yards. 2nd and 12 run. Yeah, it seems brain dead. We got number 1. We're going to be good. Triplet into the game. 3rd and 2. Baked will keep it. And he will be short. Man. Yeah, I think we have to punt. Oh, this is terrible. No returns, please. That's a good enough punt. Sucks to punt there. It's 4th and 3. It's just not a good spot. Now, I know we had a similar situation earlier. 3 yards when we've already been stopped like that. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Casey gonna run. Hall says no. If we had Adam Daniel, I think it's a different conversation, by the way. I really do. We get hot route. We can do different things at the line. We can run with the quarterback. It's like I can't have the best of both worlds right now. Davis can't do everything that I need him to be able to do. As Casey gonna look to run, and he's gonna fall forward and get it. Oh my goodness. And Cal playing for the upset here. It's a huge game. If they win, they probably have a real good argument to get into the college football playoff. So everything on the line here for Cal. Absolutely everything. We need a stop. We have to shut this down. Somebody's got to make a play. Somebody's going to want to be here. Brown went down too early. Anderson ripped the football out. Big pass breakup by Bobby Anderson. It's 3rd and 9. Bread and butter is Craig Jackson blitzing from a 2-point stance from the outside linebacker spot. Casey, under pressure, will lob it up and complete it to Hunter down the field. No! He threw up a prayer. Phil Walker in his face. Anderson just lost him. Laid a big hit with Joseph Brown, but it didn't matter. Pitch outside. Kyle Smith read it beautifully. Street's going to lose 4. That's a start we needed. That is exactly the start we needed. 2nd and 14. We stay aggressive. We just got to make the plays. We haven't made the plays when it matters most. Run outside. Clemens. Big tackle. One-on-one. That's a huge open field tackle on Chris Street. 3rd and long. Defense needs a stop. We have to get the back up here. 3rd and 13. He's going to throw it, and Jackson going to hit him. Bernard Copeland is about 2 yards short, and I imagine Cal will try and get a field goal up. 4th and 2. Got to be aware of a fake. Is that a false start? That cannot be encroachment. False start. They're going to back up even more. We don't have to really be worried about a fake. It's a bit of a deeper field goal as well. We don't really need Cal to miss this, but it sure would be helpful. 4 minutes to play. I kind of don't like the clock right now. I wish it was a little bit more, a little bit less, and that's not going to be good. That is well short. The Cal kicker can't get it in. And that maybe has the leg from 5 yards in. That false start may end up costing Cal a Pac-12 championship. 1st and 10 for the Royals. 4 minutes to win a game. Let's go, John Humphreys. We don't have to do anything crazy. Just move the ball. Reggie Gonzalez. That works. I'll take a 4-yard run in that spot. I think we're playing for this to be the final drive of the game. So we might go shoot clock. I like a read option here. It's 3rd and 1. Bates is going to keep it. Marion Bates makes a man miss. Big gain by the QB. I think everyone in the stadium expected that to go to Reggie Gonzalez. So what do? We go a different direction. We fool them. And we move the chains. Gonzalez will get it. Decent blocks. Big stiff arm. Gonzalez still going. Let's go, Reggie. 2nd and 2. They're playing pretty conservative. I'm not sure if screen's going to work here. But it actually does beautifully. Gonzalez makes a man miss. He's going to stumble but stay on his feet. Gonzalez doing it all himself right now. Through the air, on the ground, it doesn't matter. Great numbers from Marion Bates, too. Triplet comes into the game. 1:20 to play. Check down all day. Phil Triplet can't catch it, and it's nearly intercepted off the tip. Reggie Gonzalez doesn't drop that, too. That's a crazy thing. Option. I see Humphreys. I don't want it. Bates takes a huge hit. Remember, we can't slide, otherwise I would. 50 seconds to play. Probably going to turn shoot clock off after this. Don't want to risk anything crazy happening. Gonzalez showing off the moves. We're not going to call a timeout here. At least not yet. 30 seconds to go here. 2nd and 3. Get it to Reggie. He'll be stopped. We'll call a timeout now. 23 seconds left. That's fine. That's fine. 2 timeouts. We're going to try a toss. We're going to get Turner in motion. We have numbers. It's zone defense. Can we bring Ham over as well? We can't. What if we motion Humphreys inside and snap the ball? It's not letting me motion him inside. Here's the pitch. Good block. Gonzalez back up the middle, and that's a 1st down. We're going to go hurry up. Where is a dive? Here it is. Bates get back to the line. Clock starts to tick. Humphreys in motion. Gonzalez will get it. Up the gut. And Reggie is stopped. We're going to call our 2nd timeout. 10 seconds to play. From the 2-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Riverside down by a field goal. Up the middle. And Reggie Gonzalez walks in. Touchdown Riverside with just 9 seconds to play, and that could secure a Pac-12 championship for the former community college, Riverside. With the point after, Cal would need a touchdown to win. Nothing else will keep them in the game. Big touchdown by Reggie Gonzalez. Big drive by the Royals. Marion Bates was big. Reggie Gonzalez was bigger. Riverside University up by 4. Going to be about 5 seconds to play. Cal will need a miracle. And unfortunately, if you are students of history, Cal has one of the most miracle wins in college football history. The band was on the field. I highly recommend looking this up if you don't know about it. We're not hoping for that today. Casey sacked. And there's still a second left on the clock. One final play for Cal. Big sack to potentially win us a Pac-12 championship, our first year in the conference. Here's the snap. Ball around the edge. Casey will be sacked. Nearly. Football came out, and that is the game. Riverside Royals are your Pac-12 champions, led by Marion Bates, former 5-star hybrid quarterback DB. And Marion Bates, after a big injury to Adam Daniel, has taken over, has started his first game ever, and it was a Pac-12 championship. What an underdog story for the Royals. Yeah, we won the national championship last year, but we were a community college. We played a Cupcake Mountain West schedule, and Marion Bates is your player of the game. What a story for the Royals. Without the Heisman favorite quarterback, we were led by a quarterback who hadn't played the position since high school. Fourth quarter comeback is what it took to win. But a huge win for the Royals. And I think a well-earned, well-deserved Pac-12 title. Marion Bates, of course, your MVP. 15 of 20, 2 touchdowns, 220 yards through the air as well. Controllers being a bit weird. Thankfully, it happened after the game and not during it. Reggie Gonzalez did have 91 yards and a touchdown. Phil Triplett had that TD as well. Bates, 57 yards on the ground. And the controller's doing it again. Receiving, Reggie Gonzalez had 5 catches for 51 yards. But Michael Hamm, 3 for 115 and 2 touchdowns. Randy Moss stat line. No one else really did much, because there weren't really that many opportunities. And Greg Hall had 14 tackles, all of them solo. Also had 4 tackles for loss. Kyle Smith with 2. Maybe showing that he can be a pretty good player next year as a true sophomore. Sacks for Adrian Chandler, Marcus Kerr, and Greg Hall. And of course, no interceptions. But what a victory. Marion Bates. Maybe creating a little bit of quarterback controversy. He isn't, but maybe. Also, Marion Bates throws the football like an actual psychopath. Kind of ends near the laces, but what is this? Well, that's just bizarre. Nice. What a huge victory for the program. And I am very excited to advance to bowl season. But that will be the end of this episode. Next up, we'll be setting up the college football playoff. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens in these. I'm not going to spoil anything. You'll see what happens when I find out in the next episode. And I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.
I hit it at the park, bend bones. See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game, Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah. Promise you get in my way, then you best believe I'ma just run over you. Yeah. I'ma turn taking it back to the house. Defense a joke, I'm laughing so loud.